Alright guys, quick video for the answer. So if I were doing C over B, because I'm going to continue, that would be negative 14 over 4, which reduces down to negative 7 over 2, and that's as far as it goes, and that's all I care about. Leave it as the fraction. You do not need to put it into decimal form. If you want to, you can. I take either one. Alright, the negative version of negative 7 is positive 7 over 4, and that does not reduce down any further, so that is the answer. If you were taking this to try to make it into y equals mx plus b, the last thing you could have done is add 2 to both sides, and you get y equals negative 3/4 x minus 4. That is the y equals mx plus b version of that thing. I already gave you that answer. This one, if you were trying each of these, I am going to try each of these for you. You could always take your calculator and type them into your calculator. I think you can see, hopefully you can. As in, if x is going to be replaced with negative 2, I'm just going to type negative 2. Then you have minus 2 times 2, y is 2, equals negative 6. If you do that, press enter, it tells you true. Guess what that means? This works. And if you want to do the same thing, you can use your arrow up, press enter, and it copies. Basically, that little 2 times whatever would be replaced with, oh, that's another 2 for a y. So I'm going to put parentheses again for the y. And then I can change that very front number to a 1 because that was supposed to be x. This is, of course, if you want to copy and paste. Ooh, this one says false, so this one is not part of your answers. If you just want to rewrite this whole thing by typing so it's not so confusing when you copy and paste, that's okay too. So instead of x, I'm going to write 2. Then I write minus. Then I write 2. And then I write the y, but instead of a y, I'm going to put a 4. And then I'm going to say equals negative 6. This one says true. And then I'm going to try one more, which is 3/4. So x is 3 minus 2 times 4 equals negative 6. This one says false also, which means this one is incorrect. All right, I gave you the answer on the next one here because that I messed up. Remember? Yeah, it was bad. This line is x equals negative 4 because it passes through the x-axis at negative 4 and because it has a slope of 0. I mean, gosh darn it, it has a slope of 0. It has a slope of undefined. Get it together. We're going to start that. Okay, this one, you're finding the equation of this line. We know that this slope is 0, but the equation of the line passes through the y-axis at 5. If I were to make a table of this line, all of the y values for the coordinates would be 5, and that is why this line is called 5. Here's another reason why this line is called 5. This has a 0 slope and a y-intercept of 5. 0 times anything is 0, which means that we don't need to write 0. We can just write y equals 5. All right, interesting. So the one at the bottom, hopefully by me explaining the difference between the x and the y and how they're flipped, gave you the reason why D was the answer for this. We don't have any minuses. Yes, we're spending money, but we're spending our own money. And we're just talking about how much would take us to spend $75. Okay, so we're not taking off of that every single time. The next one says you pay a one-time fee of $20. Write that in there, one-time fee. That's a y-intercept. Heads up. And then it says a monthly cost, which is kind of like a rate of change of 5 would be I have y equals 5x plus 20. All right, the 25x was there to confuse you, and then all the other ones they switched stuff around. This one looks a lot like this, except it has a minus 5 for the rate of change. We don't have a minus 5, we just have a regular 5. And that is that paper.